Clones, welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to take a look at TCG Quant. The project that I had mentioned was being worked on by Austin and our boy Grayson over at Pokeprofit or Straw Hat Speculator if you're a One Piece fan. Guys, this is a really unique, very cool tool. I'm excited to bring it to you guys and show you all the different features that it has to offer. I will have a link pinned down in the comments that you guys can use to get access to the tool. There are currently 3 days free for premium, and after that, it's not an expensive price. You guys can get access to premium for a very fair deal. Let's check it out. Very quickly, before we get into TCG Quant, I want to say congratulations to Dendox8338, who did win the Prismatic Booster Bundle giveaway. That has been shipped out. Thank you everybody who commented on that video. It means the world to me that you guys would spend some time watching that, because I know you had to get to a point in the video to figure out that keyword, but thank you all so much. I'm hoping we can get to 2K very soon. I'll continue to make good content for you all. I'll have a vendor POV coming out probably sometime next week. We have a big card show happening this Saturday. Can't wait to keep making good stuff for you guys. All right, let's lock in, check it out. All right, guys, so very quickly, one thing that I want to show you is just the overall dashboard. So when you log into the website, this is what you see. Basically, here at the top, you can see we have the top current opportunities. These are just going to be your different products from both Pokemon and One Piece. That's what I have it filtered out for right now. I believe that's what they have entered in here because of what has been collected data-wise by Grayson. And these are basically items that do not have many days of inventory remaining that all have potential upside. So that's going to be one of the first things that you notice when you get to the site. You can click on any of the products. As you can see here, critical scarcity, you hover your mouse over it, just says less than 14 days of supply remaining at the current sales rate. This is extreme scarcity. Price movement often follows quickly. We're currently at 3x of MSRP. You basically just take your MSRP price. And the one thing that I really love about this is if you have a question about almost anything, there's typically an explanation for it. Sometimes there's not. You need to do your own research on that end. But when you first sign up for the website, there's an awesome frequently asked questions section, and it'll address almost anything. So, this one here talks about historical CAGR. So you can see CAGR here. You got a CAGR calculator. Why CAGR? Why would you use CAGR for sealed investing? It's annualized price appreciation. You can essentially compare returns across different hold periods. So a box held over a 3-month period showing 15% total return is actually an 80% annualized rate, because you're going to see that compound over the next months remaining through the year if the gain stays consistent with what has happened over that first 3 months. So this just goes into depth more about this tool. Really good chart here on the Black Bolt ETB. They have a compare feature, so you can come in and compare it to other Elite Trainer boxes. We see Celebrations, 151, Paldean Fates. You can essentially see what those are currently returning. You can check out the 4-week momentum. You can see, like we talked about, the CAGR over there on the left side, what the signals are on it as far as buy, neutral, or sell, and then where it is at peak price. Celebrations currently all-time highs, as you can see here. We have 151 that's down about 8%. Paldean Fates down 15%. I don't know what. Oh, this is the Pokemon ETB. Okay, Pokemon Center ETB. So it even separates it out from ETB and Pokemon Center ETB. Really, really nice feature here, man. There's so many freaking tools. You can switch between Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. Mega Evolution should be coming soon is what we're seeing here. You can even go back to legacy sets like SM, Sun and Moon, and X and Y, and even check out some One Piece. So Guys, they worked really hard. I have used traditional trading tools like Thinkorswim, which was not Charles Schwab. It was TD Ameritrade back in the day. And then Charles Schwab purchased TD Ameritrade, but Thinkorswim was essentially their flagship trading platform. Very nice, very fancy tools. It's kind of like TradingView and some of these other platforms you can use for stocks and equities. They put a lot of work into this website. It's got a lot of different tools. It's a little overwhelming at first, but so are all those other trading platforms. You will pick up on them quickly. This is no different. They also have a destruction tracker here, which I think is really, really cool. Basically, at the top, again, they explain how does it work. So here, I'll read it off. We identify the number one chase card in each set. We use its PSA population to reverse engineer how many packs were open. Essentially, this is estimated packs that have been ripped, chase PSA population, submission rate, divided by submission rate, times pull rate. It's got an exact calculation how it does work. It's really, really nice. You can use the slider here. Currently we have 10%. You can change it to 20%. And this is essentially going to give you how many booster boxes have been destroyed based on PSA submission rate. This is really freaking cool. We're looking just here. Obviously, highest destruction is Evolving Skies, but it will adjust all of that, as you can see down here in the bottom right, for PRB01, Fusion Strike, and it shows you the set, the era, the chase card, the rarity. This is really nice, guys. This is really, really cool. You can adjust it to basically fit your thoughts, your needs, your narrative, and it will essentially change the estimated total pack rip. This is very, very nice. Guys, I also want to emphasize, I am just starting to learn this tool. I'm going to get better with it. I'm going to make videos that make sense, basically using exclusively TCG Quant, because this is a super, super powerful tool. They continually make updates to it, and there are some tools in here that are super sneaky nice. I think one of my favorites is this top absorption, which not only gives you a look at the price chart throughout 2026. I mean, you can change it to 1 year. You can essentially look 6 month, 3 month, 1 month. This is fantastic. And essentially, what this is looking at is how many of this product have been purchased from everything that I'm seeing here. And so it gives you even an investment thesis. Prismatic Evolutions, SPC, is not showing an active entry signal at this time. It has a score of 4 out of 10. Its current DSR is 5% with 19 days worth of inventory. Continue to monitor this product for supply tightening or demand acceleration. Essentially, what this screen is showing you is not enough of the product is being absorbed on the open market to make it a buy at the current time. Now, that can change quickly. So, of course, as it mentions in the investment thesis, do continue to monitor something like this, because demand acceleration can change price quickly. I think looking at the price chart's fantastic. What I clicked over to is the supply and demand here. This is so cool. You have a bar chart, a simple bar chart here with price, supply, and sales volume. So your line chart is your price, your blue bar chart is your supply, and your, guys, bear with me, I'm colorblind. Your yellowish bar chart is going to be your sales volume. So you can see throughout the history of the product, at least over, this is, does this have a time frame? It says October of 2025 until now, which is, 8 months. You see where price was, right? You can see it was at 242.73 at the beginning of January of this year, 2026, $242, and there were 211 units, and over the last 14 days, sales volume was 102 units. So right about half there. This was at a watch, right? Price continued to move up. Supply was 359 units, but 14-day sales jumped to almost 200. So we're creeping back towards getting at that supply. And then next, you see price continuing to move because supply was drying up and sales were pushing. Supply by March had gotten to 273 units, and the 14-day sales were 192 units. You really see the sales starting to catch the supply, and that's when you can see the price movement. And what do you know? Self-fulfilling prophecy. It goes from 316 next month, not even next month, 28 days later, we're at 350, sits for a bit because supply starts to hit. People see that price jump, they list their item. People continue to buy it up. It goes all the way to 386. Guys, this is a super, super valuable tool. I highly, highly suggest utilizing this. Especially, this is probably my favorite thing that I've found so far. I'm going to give this feedback to Austin and Grayson. This is extremely powerful. Having something like this at your hand, you can see it a little bit on TCG Player. This gives you the very high level, deep view of what you need, and then you can go back to the dashboard and start making changes. Guys, really quick video that I wanted to make for you today because I am still exploring this. I need to learn a little bit more about it. I'll bring and announce more cool tools within TCG Quant to you guys in the following weeks. But I wanted to make sure I got a video out this week because I promised you guys I would. And I really wanted to feature TCG Quant. So excited to learn more about the tool. Top absorption is probably my favorite tool that I found within TCG Quant. And I highly, highly encourage you guys to give it a shot. I think you will dive deeper into it just like I am, and you'll get stuck in. Because if you're like me, once you find something that is intriguing, and I'm a stock guy, I'm a high value, high alpha kind of guy. And so when I find really nice products like TCG Quant, I usually get pretty stuck in, and I think you guys will too. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, subscribing. We are climbing quickly over 1,000. I really don't think I deserve the love that I'm getting, but you all continue to subscribe. Leave me good feedback. If you hate it, let me know. If you love it, let me know. If you like it, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike the video. And I encourage you to subscribe because it helps me and it helps push out these videos to more folks who may be able to find it. And if they find it useful, that is ultimately what my goal is for the channel, is to help you guys and bring you all quality content. Guys, it's Drewski's Cards. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you guys in that buyer POV here soon. Peace out. Be good. Be good to one another.